Buonasera ragazzi, bentornati allo Scum Bar, io sono White Soul e questa sera ci vediamo per poter continuare The End of Glory dopo che abbiamo vissuto la domenica. Ieri è stata una domenica abbastanza cicciosa, abbiamo giocato a Wolfenstein 3D, abbiamo continuato Matrix. Bene, oggi continuiamo The End of Glory che ci ha accompagnato fino dalla scorsa settimana. Questo titolo punta e clicca realizzato da un gruppo di programmatori italiani per l'appunto, e quindi stiamo, diciamo, gustando questa bella avventura punta e clicca ispirata a vecchie perle del passato come Broken Sword oppure Gabriel Knight. Do il benvenuto a Peter Pan, sei il primo, caro mio. E sta arrivando anche Tyra, quindi non sarai solo questa sera. Buonasera, buonasera, è passato bene una buona giornata, caro mio? Io sono abbastanza stanco, io direi fino a quanto resisto questa sera. Nel frattempo io faccio partire il nostro The End of Glory. Eccoci qua. Ok. Buono, mi fa piacere. Allora, di solito lunedì è il giorno più odiato del mondo. Allora, vediamo un po' dove eravamo arrivati. Abbiamo fatto un bel po' di strada l'altro giorno. Sì, sì, oggi ho lavorato. Mattina e pomeriggio. Fuori per le consegne pomeriggio, quindi. E allora ho lasciato cadere qualcosa nella voragine fuori casa mia. Cellulare.
Hey,
Tanto parliamo con... Sera gente. Buonasera, Tyler, cara.
How's it going?
Allora.
there's a matter we need to
Sto
clarify
tizio è
before the
fissato
story
col
ends.
ciuffo
You're
di
welcome.
Alice.
Still haven't
Non se
given
ne
up on
capacita
that.
che c'è il ciuffo bianco.
Absolutely. Listen to this. You said Now, in my opinion, that's a tough task comparable to poker. And so you created your secret weapon, a tuft of hair that partially covered your
Sì,
own eyes. So you
abbastanza.
could, a bit like wearing sunglasses. The white dye was just a way to
Ma
divert attention
stendiamo un
away
velo
from the real
pietoso.
purpose of the lock.
I never thought I could use my lock in such a way. Your eye.
So it's not that either.
Are you ready to throw in the towel?
All right, all right.
I already mentioned that my father was a great
Oh,
detective before
attenzione,
his retirement,
un
but I never
flashback.
specified who he worked for.
Dice che il padre era un detective, ma non ha mai specificato per chi lavorava. Quindi lavorava per Richard Kelvin Sharp, suo nonno,
The owner of
il
SpyCore
titolare
Eye,
della Spy
the
Core Eye,
biggest
la più grande
private
agenzia
detective agency
investigativa
in the
privata
Eastern
degli
United
Stati Uniti
States.
orientali. Bucatini smanicati.
You might think this would be an advantage for a girl that dreamed of nothing else besides becoming a detective.
Ok, lei dice, sta dicendo che da bambina voleva diventare un
Instead, my
detective.
grandfather was a man of old convictions, son of a patriarchal model that he never thought for a moment to call into question.
Suo nonno invece era di vecchie vedute, figlio di un modello patriarcale che non ha mai pensato di mettere in dubbio. Quindi
So he denied me
figuriamoci
a job.
se sua nipote poteva trovare un lavoro del genere.
You were rejected.
Can you believe that?
Suo nonno l'ha rifiutata, non l'ha fatta fare questa la strada del detective. Si sono scerriati.
Cursed him and his agency to hell while he threatened to cut me out of the family
E
inheritance in order to
lei l'ha
discredit.
mandata al diavolo e lui l'ha tagliata dalla cosa, dal testamento.
So I left, knowing that if I gave up, my grandfather would have won.
Così lei se n'è andata, sapendo che se avesse rinunciato suo nonno avrebbe vinto comunque al
But he
riguardo.
failed. That's how you ended up here, doing an internship for old Seaman.
Alla fine, in un modo o nell'altro, lei è diventata
That's the
comunque una
reason for my
stagista
white
all'interno
lock.
di una una stazione di polizia.
It's my war declaration. It reminds me of the rejection of my grandfather.
Ah,
My
ecco,
own
allora il
blood.
ciuffo bianco è praticamente se l'è fatto per ricordare a se stessa che tutto il rifiuto che gli ha fatto suo nonno,
And
che
this
comunque
pushes
era
me
del suo
every
stesso
day not to
sangue.
give up.
Gli dà, diciamo, la spinta a non mollare.
So
Penso che
if I were
riassumere
happy,
quello che leggo in questo modo è molto meglio che leggere i sottotitoli.
Not at all. I thought you were going to catch me off guard with something simple like because I love myself like that.
well, yes, I love.
I suppose I didn't
Lui
manage
sta
to solve
dicendo
the
che comunque
mystery
non si
completely,
credeva a una storia del
but
genere.
here's
Pensava
one thing I'm
qualcosa di
sure
più
of.
banale.
What is it?
Your grandfather was wrong.
Thanks, Lars. I'm happy.
Let's bring the investigation home, recruit.
Ho sbloccato un achievement chiamato White Lie. Bugia bianca. Allora, come stai, Tyra? Tutto a posto? Vediamo un po' nella voragine
Would
che
not be able
cosa
to reach
c'è.
that little object even if I stretched. I'd need some sort of tool or extension.
Qualche tipo di attrezzo prolunga. Vediamo un po' cosa c'è rimasto. Tanto questo qui.
Now it was within. And there was the little object I had glimpsed the night before. Radwed's
Ok, abbiamo trovato il cellulare, lo
Radwed's
possiamo
cell phone.
esaminare.
Lost her. Wasn't competent enough to pull any precious.
E forse lei ci può aiutare. Io tutto a posto, un po' stanco. Ma se magari Alice mi può aiutare con questo cellulare.
Hey,
How's it going?
I recovered the package.
Tell me you were spot on and that we have Rod.
You better
Seriously? So taking all those blows was
taking all those blows. Since when did you?
since I've been hanging out with you.
Can you get anything
Vabbè,
from
ci
it?
sta lavorando
Useful
lei per trovare le
information, I'll get it.
I
informazioni.
can and I will.
Vediamo un po' cosa
Just have
trova.
to open the tracking software.
Ah,
Well, let's be clear though. He took the
ah,
money.
devo farlo io? Va bene, software di
Okay,
tracciamento.
I'll launch the track. Now I'll
Questo
connect the
qua ora
smartphone
quanto
to
ce
the
l'ha portato e
laptop.
aspetta il
And
tre
So
risultati.
now we will be able to track the calls made with this device.
We should be, but the tracker wasn't able to find enough data from the phone. Do you see the area that appeared on the map? It indicates the place where Rodwed's phone
Ok, questa è la
seems to
mappa
have
dove
been used
risulta
for.
che il cellulare è stato utilizzato in questi
Too
giorni.
vast to identify the precise
Dobbiamo
spot.
capire
Tell me you still have one more trick up your sleeve
da dove
or I'll start
proveniva la
crying.
principale fonte del segnale.
I could try to monitor the if we can
Quindi
obtain at least
ci
3
riallacceremo
readings,
agli
we
ultimi
could
segnali che lei ha
triangulate the signal's
ricevuto
directions and find the location where Rodwed was at the time of the call.
e dovremmo
Here's the first
triangolare la
signal.
zona.
Judging by the reference radio tower, the call must have originated from the old factory building.
Mama did mention she had called Radwed, now that I think about it.
And here's another signal, this time closer to the coast.
Probably the harbor office contacting Radwed.
It all fits. And I guess oh no, that's not good.
Yeah, the fact that the icon is sizzling and dancing all around is not.
Not at all. The signal comes from a radio tower near the Molesburg mansion.
Allora, vende il terzo
The
segnale
results are
proviene vicino alla
disturbed.
villa Masberg, però è
I guess they
disturbato.
installed some kind of shielding device specifically to prevent
Dice
being
secondo
tracked.
lui qualche dispositivo di
All right,
tracciatura.
I'm on it. Just tell me what I have.
Take this device for starters. Once you get to the Molesburg residence, use it.
What should I look for
A
exactly?
telephone
Ok,
jammer.
devo trovare
That is to say, a
la
little
fonte
device equipped with antennas.
la fonte disturbante vicino
Find
alla
it.
villa.
Once
Ci
it
sarà
is
un
taken out,
jammer,
No sooner said than
qualcosa che
done.
poi si può utilizzare per poter disattivare il disturbatore. E siamo qua.
The signal didn't point exactly towards the house. To the garden. I had to figure out where they stuck this jam.
C'è un jammer è un
I was able to
disturbatore.
cross the garden without being noticed by anyone.
Sta facendo
Following the
tutto da
signal up to
solo.
the gardener's shed. Found the device behind one of those stacked crates. Following Alice's instruction. Then Alice would be able.
Arriverà una telefonata.
Did I really need to do that,
Che è successo?
Mama dear?
Scusate.
Sure you did, idiot. Didn't you see that bunch of fleas?
If you say so.
Don't hold a grudge on me now. We followed that shorty this far.
Come out of there, Stallone.
In the garbage, you idiot. He must be a
Ah, c'è il tizio grande e grosso e la mamma. Che ci vogliono fare
Mom and Eugene didn't want to drop the ball.
la pelle.
To get out of that shed, I would have to devise one of my
Quindi non possiamo uscire.
That fridge was emptier than mine. I just found a honey pot.
Un barattolo di miele.
Group a stat. Why not?
Vediamo un po' cosa possiamo fare. Le casse. Il topiario.
In that moment, the toilet and crates might have helped me get a better. The boxes are stacked in no particular order. I didn't. The toilet could have been useful, but it was secured with screws.
Fissato con delle viti. E noi ce
Investigator,
l'abbiamo.
cook, tightrope walker.
Vediamo. Mo smontiamo un cesso, vediamo un po' che succede. Togliamo il water.
The toilet and crates might have helped me get a better view of the situation, but
Ci sarà
flea
qualcos'altro.
bitten, creased. The only adjective that didn't apply. The toilet and crates might have helped me get a better view of the situation, but
Ci deve essere ancora qualcos'altro. Allora, il topiario non si può utilizzare.
why not?
Ma specchio che per vedere un po' cumulo di sassi.
I picked up a hand.
Ok,
I picked up
scaffale
a sprayer, but
basso.
didn't contain a. I don't know why.
Non c'è
That rope might
nulla.
have been used.
Scaffale medio
The
neanche.
shears are inviting.
E neanche la cosa, quella in alto. Va bene. Allora,
Maybe that opening would give me a tactical advantage.
mhm.
I could have used the toilet to barricade the shed, but sooner than I saw. The toilet and crates might have helped me get a better view of the situation. The boxes were rope a statue. Why not? There was nothing else you.
Allora, devo combinare sicuramente.
A jar. No matter how hard I.
Vediamo un po' cosa abbiamo. Allora,
No matter how hard I tried. In that moment, I'd unscrew the toilet from its base. From that moment on, the gardener would have to get. I'd unscrew the toilet.
andiamo. Braccialetto tracciante, specchio. Ah, certo.
In that moment, no matter how.
Come non detto.
Was it really worth? I thought it was better. Maybe. I thought it was better. Maybe. I was all out. No matter how. I thought it was. No matter how. No matter how. Maybe. I thought it was better. I thought it was better. The universal remote control. Best.
E se telefono ad
I need to
Eris?
call Alice.
No, non posso fare niente. Va bene. Vediamoci
Flea
ancora.
bitten, crease. The only.
Allora, il gabinetto con le casse. Ma per raggiungere la cosa là sopra, l'apertura, cosa manca? Manca qualcosa.
I thought it was better.
Qual è sta elemento che manca?
I was all out. I thought it was better. I didn't. Maybe. Was it real? The toilet and crates might have
Dice il
helped me get
water
a
e le
better view
casse
of the
potevano aiutarmi a
situation,
ottenere una
but
visione
not like
migliore
that.
sulla situazione, ma non in quel modo.
I could have used the crates to barricade the shed. Then I saw the opening above the. I could build a ladder using what I found in the shed, and the box seemed like something I should remember. But for the base, I need something more solid. The boxes are.
Ah, ok, forse devo fare combinare il water
Never
con
thought I'd say
l'apertura.
something like this, but the toilet.
Ok. Non ha molto senso, comunque, vabbè.
Well, now the shed had a comfortable.
La cassa.
Another step in.
Saliamo. È pericolosissimo comunque quello che sto facendo.
How long do we have to stay here, Mama?
All the time we need, you redneck. Sooner or later, he'll.
Che dite? Se do qualche colpetto
Can we go now?
all'alveare? Possiamo incazzare le api.
Bees seem bothered by my
And now?
No!
Bees seem bothered.
Now?
I thought it was better to look for
No.
a jar, jam-packed with sweet.
Mama, it started raining.
È una cosa bruttissima quello che sto per fare.
No, can't you see there's.
Ma credo che se vogliamo fare incazzare le api li dobbiamo attirare in qualche modo, quindi...
Ah! Mama! Mama!
Poverino.
Eugene, you idiot!
Povero Eugene.
Get back here immediately!
E siamo a due, eh? La
2-0
seconda
for me,
volta.
Mama. I knew that wouldn't be the last meeting with the two henchmen. Then I saw Bobby on the ground. Eugene had clearly let him fall.
Oh, il nostro Bobby. Ce lo
It was a
riprendiamo.
great relief to have him back in my possession.
Ma hanno sparato al cane.
It's high time to beat it.
Ok. Possiamo tornare da Alice. Vediamo un po' cosa succede.
Hey,
How's it going?
the device is gone. I'd like to specify that I risked my life once again to make it.
Perfect. We should have what we
Ok, stavolta forse riusciremo a trovare...
Now we have all three
Ecco, fai
signals.
tutti e tre i
How do we proceed
segnali.
now?
Vediamo...
Do you see the light trails? They show the direction. I just have to select the radio tower to manipulate and use the two arrows on the lower left to rotate the signal.
How will you know when you've set them the right way?
The signals will become more defined once they're arranged in their correct orientation.
più definiti.
And once all three are done, we'll have the general position of.
Hey, I actually understood that.
Now let me work.
Allora. Dobbiamo selezionare una torre. Ok.
I'd be out of the area of interest. I'd be out of the.
Ah, ecco, diventa più definito.
I'd be out of the area.
E quindi...
Lars, come here. I think I
Ecco.
got it. These are the exact directions of the phone calls. If we consider
Perfetto.
only the area where the three signals overlap and narrow it down to the circular area.
We obtained a decidedly small the Everglades. That would make sense.
In that vicinity, there only seems to be an old
Una vecchia
unused
costruzione in
building.
disuso
I
nel quale non
cannot
riesco a
find
trovare
any.
documenti ufficiali.
This is the place they brought Catherine. We have to go now.
Hold on, hold on. We need to think carefully. You always go and charge in without a plan, and as a result, we must be extra
Ok, lui sta
cautious
proponendo
instead.
di
There are
andare
very
in questo
few hours
luogo
of
che
light
hanno,
left, so we might as
hanno
well plan
rilevato.
tomorrow.
Però lei sta
In the
dicendo che
meantime,
se ci
we
dobbiamo andare
formulate a
bisogna avere un
safe
piano,
approach
bisogna essere
plan.
cauti perché
We
l'ultima
could even
volta è
consider
finita
involving
male.
Burton. After all, we're dealing.
E potrebbero uccidere la ragazza che era stata rapita.
Once I'll try to restrain myself.
Perfect. At this point, would you mind if I stay over?
Be my guest. The bed is right over there. And on the other hand, I can see that you and the sofa are meant for each other, so
You're really the last of the knights,
Ma
Lazarus
infatti.
Bundy.
Vabbè, gli ha proposto di
what happened to
dormire
Catherine
lì
was
a casa
I knew
sua,
in time. And besides,
sul divano.
how much would I expose Alice by involving her in all this? Those were the questions that kept me awake. The answers to those same questions was going to be alone for the last time.
coreano della casa di carta.
Sì.
Cioè, io lo voglio subito, cioè.
La 16 novembre, Everglades.
I reached the place in the middle of the night. I had to leave Green Dart a few hundred feet away because of the rugged and swampy terrain. Only
piena
a little
palude.
building arose in the desolate Everglades landscape. There was no light that hit, and I was sure I was in the right.
Ok, vediamo se troviamo la catering. Vediamo un po'.
I needed to arm myself before proceeding.
Qualcosa gorgheggia. Cacchio. No, la chiave inglese.
The Everglades were a single blow. I had lost my source of light and my only. Oh, to hell with me. And my.
Vabbè, sto accendendo a chiave inglese. A
I didn't think
posto.
there was. The hatch was locked, probably by a latch on the inner side.
Ah, non c'è nient'altro. Cosa c'è rimasto? Non lo possiamo
Even though the
forzare.
a little hatch. I wonder what kind of use you could make of it in the Everglades. An entrance.
La porta
Obviously.
è chiusa. E chissà se magari... No. Finestra. Forse possiamo intervenire,
I
sportello.
couldn't
Ci raggiungiamo questo?
that. I could reach the latch. The lower hatch of the door was.
Ok, quindi possiamo entrare da qui?
The hatch was
Perfetto.
designed for a small animal, not a human. So I could never.
Non ci poteva passare attraverso.
The hatch was designed. The hatch was designed for a small animal.
Quindi non possiamo intervenire, ci abbiamo aperto ma non possiamo intervenire. Ci sarà un modo.
Obviously, the door. The hatch was. The hatch was just.
Strano. Aspetta un minuto. Vediamo un po'.
The hatch was. The hatch was designed.
Strano, molto strano.
The hatch was.
Non mi ci fa entrare.
The hatch. The hatch was designed for a small animal, not a human. Obviously, the door. I could see the key inserted in the keyhole.
Ah, c'è la chiave nella serratura. E se utilizzassi...
I could see the key.
Utilizzare qualcosa. Vediamo se l'antenna magari ci può
The
aiutare.
trick of the key dropping on a newspaper and then slipping it under the door. But I had another idea. I'd broken my very useful antenna, but at least I was able to poke the key out.
Vediamo. Allora forse è qui.
The trick.
Ecco. Perfetto. La chiave l'abbiamo presa. Possiamo
The
entrare
shed was
adesso.
completely empty, with the exception of an abandoned.
La busta abbandonata sul tavolo. Vediamo cosa dice.
With a trembling hand. I couldn't believe what I saw.
Ma
Me, climbing the. So somebody had been spying on me since.
qualcuno spiava Lazarus in tutto quello che faceva. Ma anche Alice.
I'd exposed that girl beyond all.
Molto inquietante la cosa.
Of Duke Ravendish. So they knew I
Interrogatore
was
col
looking for
duca,
the
sì.
Sitlalique. That's why Radwood was so
Just as I thought, the daring escape from
Quando
the
poi
Seagull
sono un
was
riassunto
dramatic,
delle
so I
puntate
followed the rules
precedenti.
step by step.
Quando siamo
Look what we
fuggiti
have
dalla
here.
cosa, dalla nave. Ah,
Prepared a little show for you, detective. Now relax and let me work. The spectacle is...
sono morto? Cosa è successo?
You.
Oh cavolo.
Not another step, detective.
Oh merda. Ragazzi, mi levo così vedete un po' la situazione com'è.
Or I might
E
lose
Catherine.
control of this old trembling hand and make a fine mess. Hands in the air and no tricks.
Ma tiene un bambino tra le mani?
If you so much as touch her.
For goodness sake, Bundy, do what he tells you.
Wise suggestion, Eric. We don't want this innocent creature nature to suffer any premature pain.
Infatti è un
For the
bambino.
love of God, let my grandson go.
Gli sta dicendo che di lasciare stare suo
First you
nipote.
give me your daughter, and now you pretend to play the role of the thoughtful.
Kidnapping. The kidnapping wasn't planned. Wolfsberg had promised not only Catherine, but also the baby born of your relationship.
But it seems that the word of a businessman carries very little weight.
I was blinded. All the power you promised me isn't worth the sacrifice of.
Eric. This knife is becoming heavier.
This is really the end of the road? At least I want to know why.
This is not a pathetic theatrical performance with a happy end.
I've been watching you, so I know you didn't warn anybody about your solo plan. Because this is what you're used to do, isn't it? Following your ambition without any ahead of the few friends you've had.
I fulfill the emptiness of your existence.
And that's why you can only watch helplessly.
So now, if you don't mind.
No!
Hold it right there. Keep your hands up where I can see them.
Oh, è arrivato proprio al momento giusto. Però.
Like this?
Oh, oh. Ma che
What the hell was that?
mia, a posto.
Where did he go?
Chi lo mosse?
The window! Quick!
Pesante, molto pesante. Però Catherine, tutto sommato, l'abbiamo
Catherine
salvata.
Mosberg was rushed to the hospital, while the Everglades were scoured from the ground up by
Dice
Burton's
che
men.
Catherine è stata portata all'ospedale,
Radwed and the baby had
ma
disappeared
Radwid e
without
il
a trace.
bambino non si sono trovati.
Too many questions were left unanswered. How had Radwed gained this
Sono domande
mysterious powers?
senza risposta. Da cosa derivano i misteriosi poteri di Radwid e qual era il ruolo del dottore?
Only one thing I was sure of.
Era certo di una cosa, che aveva fallito.
I stayed out late that night. I didn't have the guts to face Alice. If she hadn't warned Burton, things would have gone even worse.
Dice che non aveva il coraggio di affrontare Alice e se non fosse stata per lei non sarebbe arrivato neanche il detective Barton. E dice che Radwid aveva seguito ogni mossa di cosa di Lars, ma era tutta una cosa programmata comunque.
Or maybe I just I couldn't keep deluding myself like that.
Forse lui sta dicendo,
Dropped my
forse
last
tutto
line of
questo
defense.
è la migliore cosa, è lasciare perdere, arrendersi.
Lars. We can't let this thing stop us. We just need...
We just need to go to bed and forget about everything.
That's it? Is this how you built your fame? By leaving things half done?
I have no energy left.
I don't believe you. Not after what I've seen.
Listen to me.
You walked on unstable ledges. You twice broke into the den of murderers you were after.
Alice.
You risked it all to save that girl. And now...
I'm dying of cancer!
Addirittura. Sta morendo di cancro. Mamma
You run out
mia.
of words? Didn't your kinetic superpower see that coming? I know what you're thinking. You're thinking it'd take tremendous effort to hide such a disease. And you're right. And yet it's far worse than you think. Having to pretend every minute in front of
Dice
others,
che non fa altro che fingere di
in front
fronte
of
agli
your
altri
boss, your colleagues, your neighbors,
per non
the
mostrare il
supermarket
suo
cashier.
dolore.
Having to look confident,
Che ha bisogno
Brilliant.
sempre di mostrarsi sicuro, di sé,
Unshakable.
brillante, incrollabile,
invincible.
invincibile.
Yeah, I lied. I created such a well-orchestrated charade that I ended up believing
Ha creato
it
una menzogna
myself.
così grande da ingannare anche se
I
stesso.
lied because I didn't want to
Ha
suffer the
mentito
look
perché
on
non
your
voleva
face
subire
right
lo
now.
sguardo di pietà degli
Concern,
altri,
sympathy,
la preoccupazione, l'empatia,
pity.
la pietà.
I don't want anyone looking at
E
me
non,
like
non
that.
vuole che nessuno lo guardi così,
Not once.
neanche una volta.
I was the best at what I did.
Era
I
il
was the
migliore di
detective who
quello che
flushed out all
faceva,
the
era il
coolest and
detective che
smartest
aveva
criminals on the
stanato i
East
più
Coast.
crudeli assassini e
And I need to
criminali.
be that guy again.
E vuole esserlo
Even if
ancora.
my body betrays me
Anche
and
se il corpo
stabbing
lo sta
pains pierce my
tradendo e le
mind.
fitte lancinanti gli tolgono la testa, quindi ha un cancro al cervello praticamente.
I was hoping this case would be
Sperava
the
che
last
questo
blaze
caso
of
fosse
glory
l'ultima
for Lazarus
fiammata di
Bundy.
Lazarus Bundy, ma forse
Maybe it's beyond my reach.
è più grande di lui.
I can't face all of this,
Non
Alice.
riesce ad affrontare tutto questo.
Not in this condition.
Non in queste condizioni.
I can't stop them.
Non riesce a fermarli. Pensa che non
The
riuscirà a
masquerade is
fermarli.
over.
Mamma mia, ragazzi. Hanno saputo. Veramente, sono rimasto colpito. È partito banale come un personaggio, potremmo dire quasi cretino. Ma è cambiato da così a così. Non vi preoccupate, non è la fine. È finita la prima parte perché in realtà il gioco è stato realizzato in due parti. Prima parte e seconda parte. Noi abbiamo finito adesso la prima parte. Però devo dire che cioè, è stato un crescendo che mi ha veramente colpito. Bello. Sì, sì, rivalutatissimo, Tyra, letteralmente. Rivalutatissimo. Cioè, di solito non si vedono personaggi così. Cioè, un detective che comunque porta su di sé, sulle spalle, che si scoprì. Già era pesante che era come se fosse la fine della sua carriera, che aveva avuto una crisi. Dice, vabbè, ok, non è il classico supereroe che conosciamo, no? Invece è proprio un detective alla fine della propria carriera. Ma poi alla fine si rivela che c'ha anche il cancro, quindi non ha neanche le forze di poterlo portare avanti questo caso. Allora, a sto punto lo vediamo cosa succede nella seconda parte, andiamo avanti. Io già faccio un applauso ai ragazzi che hanno partecipato cioè hanno realizzato questo gioco che veramente. Ovviamente no, cioè abbiamo sbloccato l'achievement tutto qui, ma non è tutto qui.
I must have fallen asleep with my clothes on.
Dice che si è addormentato vestito.
What are you doing?
Peccato che non l'hanno doppiato.
Listen,
Veramente.
Alice, about last night.
Remember that bomb that Catherine pointed out to you?
Yeah, I got it. I need to take a shower. You already
E
told
dice
me.
che gli sta chiedendo, ti ricordi quel balsamo che hai
You
trovato?
were wrong. The clue was referring to something else.
Hey, you've been up all night.
L'indizio del balsamo richiamava qualcos'altro.
Everything is
Listen, I really don't want to.
Answer this, detective. How long has it been since you've gone
Dice, gli
back
sta
to your
chiedendo
roots?
da quanto tempo è che non ritorni alle tue origini.
What?
I was just booking 2 plane tickets. We're going to Italy.
Andiamo in Italia? Vabbè, continua, sì. Non è ancora la fine. Ha trovato un collegamento e dovremmo andare in Italia. Quindi la seconda parte è realizzata in Italia. Ok, proprio partiamo da qui. Quindi nuovo gioco, seconda parte.
I'm troubled.
Before leaving, I met Catherine Mosberg.
Dice che prima di partire ha incontrato me Catherine
She's in shock, as was
ed è
reasonable to
sotto
expect.
shock.
She didn't even see her son, Alice.
Non è riuscita neanche a
They
vedere
ripped him away
suo
from her.
figlio.
Took him
Gliel'hanno
who knows
strappato
where.
via e chissà dove
That's why
l'hanno
we're here.
portato.
I must admit the lead we have is very peculiar.
About that. Explain where you are dragging me.
Mi sta chiedendo dov'è che lo sta
My research
trascinando.
led me to a certain Giuseppe Balsamo,
Dice che la
some
sua
identify
ricerca
as
l'ha condotta un
Count
personaggio che si chiama
Cagliostro,
Giuseppe
one of the
Balsamo
most
perché
famous
alcuni
alchemists of all
l'hanno
time,
identificato con la figura del conte di Cagliostro, uno dei più grandi alchimisti di tutti i tempi,
or one of the most notorious
o
crooks,
uno dei più
according to
grandi
others.
truffatori.
To think, I've been dragging this bomb bottle around with me for days. What do we know about this Cagliostro?
Dice cosa sappiamo di questo
Little or
Cagliostro?
nothing. We don't know
Di
the
poco
date of his
niente, non
birth,
conosciamo la sua data
don't
di
know
nascita, non
precisely
sappiamo
where he was
precisamente dove sia
born.
nato, alcuni
Some even
dubitano
doubt he
persino
was
che
really
fosse davvero
Giuseppe
Giuseppe
Balsamo.
Balsamo.
The only certain bit of
L'unica
information
informazione
I found
certa che ha
was about his
trovato
death.
riguarda la sua morte,
Cagliostro
trascorso
spent
gli
the last
ultimi
years of
anni
his
della sua
life
vita a
in
San
San
Lio,
Leo.
in
Maybe
Emilia-Romagna.
Basically, we're about to land in Italy to track down a man that presumably
Quindi
died.
stiamo andando in Italia per trovare un tizio che è morto 2 secoli fa.
And what about the professor you need to talk to in Rome?
E c'è un professore, dovremmo parlare a Roma. Lamberto Visconti, un antropologo culturale di fama internazionale specializzato in occulto. Se c'è qualcuno in grado di aiutarci a svelare il mistero dello specchio ritrovato sulla Citralique, quello è lui.
Well, that's that it seems. We've come to the parting of our ways.
Lars, don't give up. We'll find that baby.
Eric,
What?
Catherine told me before we said goodbye. Find my
Ah,
Eric.
il bambino si chiama Eric, ok.
And yes,
Allora, quindi loro si stanno separando, uno va in Emilia Romagna e l'altro va a cosa? A Roma, ok. Anche qua c'era la dualità in Broken Sword, c'era una parte con Nico e una parte con George Stobart. Ma che bello comunque che hanno scelto anche l'Italia come ambientazione.
I was immediately enveloped by the medieval
Che poi se
atmosphere
per
of
quello
San Leo.
sto giocando anche a Sirius M4, ve l'ho mostrato. Sirius M4 è tutto ambientato a Roma.
Great men once trod those cobblestone roads and admired the sights. Among them was Count Cagliostro.
Ok, siamo qua, siamo arrivati. Vediamo un po' cosa abbiamo.
I'd stored a piece of the old tired I'd repaired with Wheelo's chewing.
Ha un pezzo di pneumatico con lo cerco. Ok.
Questioning a tobacconist about Count Cagliostro? Besides, I didn't want to risk falling into temptation. The fountain was full of crystal clear water, adorned with fresh flowers. Excuse me, are you a
Vediamo la guida
No,
turistica,
I
sembra.
sell encyclopedias.
Quello per
My
culo.
question was rhetorical.
I'm just joking. What do you need? Hello? Anybody home?
Oh, sorry. I was completely taken by your tie.
Thanks. Your scarf's not.
I was wondering if you could give me a bit of information.
I'm
Lui sta
sorry,
chiedendo
I've been booked
informazioni
for a
sul
week by
posto.
this tourist group, but try the library. Gaia should be able to help in
That building with the glass door?
exactly.
Dice che lui
Take
non li
care.
può aiutare,
Enjoy
ma
San Leo.
possiamo provare in biblioteca. Notare sali tabacchi valori bollati, proprio una cosa tipicamente italiana.
Hi.
No, vediamo una
Good morning.
Are you in charge of this place?
Are you surprised because I'm a...
You don't exactly reflect the stereotypical.
Youth is an illness from which you soon get well.
Sorry?
I mean, I'm not as young as you may think.
Come on, how old could you be?
I'm 28. You're a tourist, right? The American accent.
I was born in Italy, but I've lived in Florida for years.
Infatti lui dice che comunque lui era italiano, cioè di origine italiana, ma vive in Florida, a
You don't
Miami
say. That must be
precisamente.
fabulous.
You bet your books. I'm Lazarus.
I'm Gaia.
Vabbè, lei è Gaia.
I'm interested in getting some
Vediamo se ci
information
dà
on San
qualche
Leo.
informazione su San
Of
Lio.
course. We have information brochures for tourists.
Invece abbiamo qualche opuscolo informativo.
It seems like good stuff. I'll look in, and if I were interested in more, then you.
You're referring to alchemy, right? I'm afraid I'm not the best person to help you.
Dice se ecco,
I
fossi
prefer to stick
interessato a
where I am.
argomenti più insoliti. Dice che non è la persona più adatta per parlare di alchimia.
Unlike Olive, who does nothing but chase certain go-
Who's Olive?
Anziché, invece sarebbe meglio parlare con una certa Olive.
Oh, just a friend of
O un
mine with his
certo
head
Olive.
permanently.
Take care, Gaia.
Ok, vediamo un po'
The first
l'opuscolo.
page, there was only an evocative.
C'è una suggestiva foto
Wow.
panoramica.
Medieval towers, ancient prehistoric monuments, bloody clashes.
Ok. Di fondazione romana, il nucleo originario di San Lio sembra risalire al III secolo d.C. L'antico nome Mons Feretriu si riferisce proprio al tempio che i romani edificarono in onore di Giove Feretrio. La cuspide rocciosa sulla quale si erge ha sempre reso San Lio un territorio molto conteso. Bizantini, Franchi, Goti, Longobardi e altri hanno combattuto alle pendici di questi rilievi. Ma lo scontro più duro e duraturo è stato sicuramente quello tra la famiglia dei Borgia e quella dei Montefeltro, che ne uscì vittoriosa. San Lio fu capoluogo della contea di Montefeltro e capitale del regno italico sotto Berengario II. La Pieve è il più grande monumento del posto, originariamente luogo di culto, assunse in età carolingia anche un ruolo amministrativo e civile. Palazzo Mediceo, eretto dalla Repubblica Fiorentina, della quale ammiriamo il simbolo del giglio sulla facciata, come sede per il governatore di San Lio, il palazzo in stile rinascimentale fa da cornice alla piazza principale. Poi c'è il Duomo, il più alto esempio di architettura medievale nella zona di Montefeltro. Il Duomo conserva i resti di una chiesa più antica VII secolo e sorge su un territorio ritenuto sacro sin dall'era preistorica.
Fortress of San Leo. The brochure claimed that Count Cagliostro spent his final
Vabbè,
days
la
there.
fortezza di San Lio, l'opuscolo sostiene che il conte di Cagliostro vi aveva passato i suoi ultimi giorni.
It might be a good starting point. Luckily, it was just around the corner.
Ok, l'altro luogo segnato sulla mappa. Vediamo se magari questo è Olive.
Hi, old sport.
Beg your pardon?
Oh, sorry, Father. I didn't see your.
Wait, your name's...
Well,
No, I can do this. I'm sure it's Severio. You're definitely Severio.
I'm Lazarus Bundy, and I just got into town.
È un sacerdote?
Yes, well, I was waiting for you.
Didn't I introduce myself? Where is
I was clearly in front of a chronic senile.
I'm Father Carlo.
Ah, è padre Carlo, ok.
If I ask you for information about Count Cagliostro, the priest looked at me as if my phone started to ring during Sunday Mass.
Count Cagliostro was a godless man who was unable to repent of his own sins to his dying breath.
Dice che comunque il conte di Cagliostro era un uomo senza Dio che non si pentiva delle sue malefatte.
People like that are best forgotten.
Dice che personaggi come lui andrebbero
Is it
dimenticati.
an interesting read?
Which one?
I was talking about the.
Oh, this. Refreshing, I'd say. It's a historiography of our
Dice che sta
fortress.
leggendo una storiografia riguardante la nostra
Did you
la loro
know it was
fortezza.
right here that Berengar II of Italy barricaded himself in with his sons, and he continued to resist here.
Maybe I underestimated the history. Goodbye.
Vabbè, niente di che.
You know, it's so
Vediamo se c'è qualcos'altro.
astonishing. Well, he wasn't comfortably. The foreign.
Oh.
Ok. Non mi è sembrato niente di che. Chiodo? Aia.
Right. Whoever left the nail protruding that way was
Ma non lo posso prendere?
sometimes my. It's sort of. Ads of various kinds, missing pen.
Andiamo il registro. Magari ci può aiutare.
The logbook where the library. The logbook where the. At the moment, I. An old style device. I had a similar one. Then what happened to Dad?
Vabbè, usciamo.
I didn't want to buy.
E allora penso che possiamo cambiare location. E andiamo... Ah, eravamo alla piazza Dante Alighieri addirittura. Fortezza di Sallio.
Majestic. The fortress towered over the surrounding hills. That was
Che si dice il luogo dove Cagliostro è morto.
fortress.
Ok. Entriamo. Forse stanno facendo dei lavori di restauro.
I'm afraid so. Unfortunately, we're renovating part of the fortress, and this
Sì, è
is the
proprio
only area open to the public.
solo quest'area è aperta al pubblico, ok.
I've come so far to this place.
How do you know my name?
It's written on.
Oh, well, anyway, I'm sorry, but even if I let you pass...
I'll take a look around then.
Ok, dovremmo guardare in ogni caso, non gli dobbiamo chiedere
The glass was
nient'altro.
translucent and it didn't let me see.
Vediamo il tizio là sopra.
I was always surprised by the nonchalance with which laborers are able. I was always surprised.
Il pannello
That panel
informativo.
was a reminder of the forced stay of Felice. The Emperor survived, but the 3 bombs thrown at his.
C'è un altro. Ah, ci sono tutti gli stemmi. Leone rampante, coraggio fa l'uomo, tempo, verità e cuore. No, quello di Cagliostro non c'è comunque.
Ancient medieval coats of arms.
Andiamo nella teca.
Ancient faces. Okay, when this story started, the panel stated that the structure would be followed was very interesting. Some of the artifacts have been temporarily moved to a nearby building, Castle St.
Alcuni reperti sono stati spostati in una struttura vicina, Castel Sanctin Leonis.
Excuse me.
Yes?
That sign says some of the artifacts from the fortress.
Yes.
Sta chiedendo dove si trova.
Marquis de Rota, its owner, has agreed to host some of the...
Good to know. Do you know where?
By now, he will surely be in Dante Alighieri Square. He's a creature of habit and spends half of his... You won't have any problems finding him.
Must thank you. Your contribution will...
This guy's crazy.
Ok, quindi dobbiamo tornare in piazza e trovare sto oliviero. Che è apparso proprio in questo momento.
Good morning.
Who are you? And who told
Il
you
marchese
I
di
am?
Vilta.
My name's Lazarus Bundy. I arrived here a few hours ago. I've just been to the San Leo fortress, but found it closed for There was a very friendly attendant, though, who told me about you and of the castle.
Sancti Leonis, the castle of St. Leo, which my family renamed it.
Exactly what I just said. Would it be possible to access the building to take a look?
The castle is private property. And if
È chiesto se può vedere i reperti, però dice che è proprietà privata.
The director I hired to look after the building insisted. Certainly not to set up a museum for.
Listen, I just.
E comunque non ce li fa vedere.
And you should have better informed yourself. I'm very attached to that building. And the very few trusted people I let enter are in
Dice che lascia entrare a poche persone fidate.
A permit, huh?
Ci vuole un lasciapassare scritto.
You spoke of a permit. Do I have any shot at getting?
You'd have a better chance of speeding past my vintage vehicle on that.
Hey, don't insult my green. I had met my share of bloated windbags, but this one threat. I would get that permit, and I would sign up. His home was the most likely place to look for one. I absolutely had to get his address.
Devo procurarmi l'indirizzo suo.
Tell me about San Leo.
What do you take me for, a tour? Go bother someone else for help.
Trying to drag information out of that man felt like a sin. I really need to.
I'll bear this.
Hey! Hey, mister!
Huh?
Of course I'm talking to you.
Oh, il tabaccaio ci vuole aiutare.
Look,
Vediamo.
pal, would you... I dropped my pendant, and to get it, I need to go around the building or climb over. Could you maybe...
Why not? Here you are.
very kind.
Bundy. What?
Lazaro? Like in the Holy Bible?
There's a story behind that, actually.
E si è presentato dicendo che si chiama Lazzaro come un personaggio della Bibbia.
I'm Oliviero, the second best bartender in the world. Welcome to San Leo.
Oh, nothing. I just wanted to
I understand, but I've seen you.
Occupational hazard?
Mm-hmm.
I decided not to show my operator for a statistic.
Ah, si sta fingendo centralinista.
Well,
Non vuole dire che è un
if
detective.
you need anything,
Much like his attitude. He seemed harmless. Although, wasn't that... What do you sell exactly?
purely basic necessities. Milk,
Come avevi stai dicendo
tobacco,
che vende latte,
and
tabacco e
Tobacco and
alcolici.
alcohol are basic necessities.
Are you kidding? Most people would sell their grannies for a cart.
I know what you mean. Until recently, I am.
Wow. We're in the presence of one of the...
Too late, though. The problem with smoking is that you don't realize how it's hurting you until someone else, generally in a white coat, shoves it in your face.
Ciao, ciao Peter.
Why did you say you're the second best bartender?
Rumor has it that the best of all lives in Rome. It seems he scattered members of his family around the world. Destined...
Well, if you're such a good bartender, then maybe you're one of them.
Hey!
What can you tell me about San Leo?
San Leo is a small town. I think there's a lot of history here.
I bet you dream about the big cities of the world.
Spot on. I believe...
Oliviero reminded me of myself in many ways. When searching for something
Stanno
that turned
parlando
out
di
to be
cose
just a
comunque
fleeting
molto
moment.
banali, non è che...
Do you know the Marquis de Vilta?
Who doesn't know that?
For reasons I'm not
Ora gli ho
going to
chiesto
explain,
se
I need to
conosce
reach
il
his home,
marchese.
but I don't know the address.
Oh, sorry, but I prefer to stay out of it. I don't... Besides, to tell you the truth, I don't exactly know what...
Non sa dove si trova.
You chew that piece of wood all day?
A piece of wood? This is a...
You still look like a goat to me. Have you ever requested a permit for...
Castle Sanct... I tried once, yes. I wanted to organize... That little guy, though, allows entry only to a... But then again...
What happened to the form?
I made a great paper plane out of it that earned me the courage...
See you later.
Ok, dovrei provare a capire dove si trova l'indirizzo di casa di sto tizio, quindi dobbiamo parlare con altre persone. Vediamo se la bibliotecaria mi può aiutare.
Bye. What can you tell me about the
Why the interest?
We just had a little spat, and I'd like to know...
I admit he's not the most sociable person in the neighborhood. He's given numerous grants to the library, among other things.
I must have genuinely misjudged him. Now, do you know his address? I'd like to deliver...
The Marquis is registered here, but we don't require an address for membership. We just ask for phone numbers in case someone forgets to return a borrowed book.
That could be a good start.
I'm sorry, but our privacy policy forbids
Sanno
you from
l'indirizzo,
providing
ma per
personal
discorso di
details to
privacy
strangers if you're thinking
non lo
of
possono
asking for help.
divulgare.
I don't mean to intrude on your discussion, but I couldn't... Clara is bound to respect her duties, especially the obligation of confidentiality.
This is a full-scale coalition.
Niente, anche il padre non ci aiuta.
I have an insane...
To borrow a book, you need a card, which, unfortunately, I can...
But I really have a great desire...
You're strange, Lazarus. You make me laugh. Try to swing by City Hall. Maybe they could issue you a tourist...
I doubted it. Plus, I'd have exposed... So to borrow a book...
You need a library. Unfortunately,
Serve
I
la
have
testa della
strict
biblioteca, è tutto un
regulations about that.
circuito.
I can only issue cards to residents.
Let's talk about Castle...
Castle Sancti. It's a great building. Unfortunately, for a while now, the
Che in
Marquis
realtà
stopped
dovrei
issuing permits to visit it.
prendere la tessera per noleggiare un libro. Mentre lei mi dà un libro, lei si distrae e leggo il registro. Dal registro arriva all'indirizzo della casa del tizio. Potrei rubare o lascia passare mi serve per arrivare a vedere i reperti. Che burdello ogni volta.
Which is strange, because until a few...
Have you ever tried asking for a permit?
No, but it's...
Take care, Gaia.
Vediamo se padre Carlo mi può aiutare.
Father Carlo?
Yes?
Have you got a library card?
Sure. Here.
Ma sul
Right.
serio?
Isn't it written, better is a dish of vegetables where...
Tutto così
I
facile?
started to ponder the parable of Father Carlo, trying to make sense of that enigmatic... Okay, probably not. You must know many of the faithful.
As does any parish priest.
Good. The man I'm looking for is named DeVilta.
Yes, of course.
Oh, perfect.
I'd really love.
You don't remember.
I'm sorry. Lately, my mind is distracted with your
Christmas? It's the big.
Are you serious?
Tell me something about Castle Saint.
I think it's Castle
No, wait. Maybe it.
or Castle.
Come on, you two.
Whatever. At least I withdraw my question. Goodbye, Father.
Proviamo adesso.
Bye.
Adesso abbiamo una tessera. Vediamo se funziona.
So to borrow.
You need a lot. Unfortunately,
Take care.
Ce l'ho la tessera. Aspetta.
I had to show her a card, but not Carlos.
Mm.
I could use the Wheeler must have. It stored a piece of the chewing gum would be useful for gluing something onto Carlos' card. A temporary permit. Photo could come in handy if I wanted to. Wheeler must have used a very powerful. I could use the photo from my badge to modify the card. Wheeler must have used a very powerful adhesive. I couldn't detach.
Dobbiamo staccarla.
Maybe.
Come la stacco? C'ho qualcosa per poterlo fare? Specchio, panda, opuscolo. Aspetta.
I would use the nail to The photo would have the chewing gum would. The photo would have never. Whose father? The chewing gum would be useful for gluing something onto Carlos' card, but I would think more about it after. Maybe.
Aspetta.
The chewing gum would allow me to glue the photo, but it was dry and wouldn't come off the.
Ah, era secca. C'è una fontana. Bottiglia, scusate. E se tipo uso questo con la fontana?
The water from the fountain wouldn't be enough to get the chewing gum off.
Come si fa a staccare una gomma che è secca? Aspetta, aspetta. Ah, la posso. Può essere?
A few seconds soaking in the gas would turn the chewing gum back to its original.
Ma sul serio? La benzina può riportare una gomma da masticare secca morbida? Andiamo alla tessera.
Hey, Gaia, here's my card.
so you got proof of residence in the last 5 minutes. And, moreover, a new card on which you appear.
Well, apart from that,
I've never seen such a clumsy attempt. I'll turn a blind eye. Just this.
I hadn't read a book for at least 6 years. And on top, I floundered about looking for what the government kept from us. But sure, the much talked about Vietnamese writer who was the best-selling.
I admit I haven't. It might take.
I'm in no hurry.
I'll be back soon.
Ok, vediamo. Diamo un'occhiata al registro, forza. Ma un numero di telefono.
I'm really sorry.
Maybe it's too recent.
Ha un nuovo contatto al numero di telefono, quindi...
I could have compelled DeVilta to go back to his house, but I doubted I would. By that time, they were.
E quindi ho preso il numero
I
però.
could have compelled DeVilta to go back to his house, but I doubted I would be able. I had nothing else to. I had nothing else to ask him. I preferred to call from the library so I could spy on DeVilta without being seen. I could have compelled DeVilta to go back to his house, but I doubted I would be able to chase him with Green Dart. I only had a game. I was an old style device with at the moment. I had nothing else to add.
Vediamo se l'auto d'epoca la si può usare.
It was the Marquis's car, and I must say it reminded me of its owner. By attaching the bracelet around the car's muffler, Alice would be able... Done. The Marquis was totally... There was nothing else to do, but... I was clearly getting worse by the minute.
Porca miseria. Ho dato un colpo di tosse perché c'è il cancro ai polmoni.
There wasn't anything else to do but phone to Hello? Hi, is this the Mark? I am. I'm calling from the local fire station. We've had a report of a... We don't have time for jokes around here. I suggest you...
My lovely house.
At that point, it was up to Alice to follow.
Hi, Lars.
Hey there. Have you arrived at the home?
Almost.
Great. When you get there, you should get...
What are you up to with the tech equipment?
Let's just say Cagliostro isn't the only nobleman I have to track down.
It shouldn't be any problem. Just give me time to set up an inner...
All right. Standing by.
Roma.
It's a shame I won't have time to visit Rome up, down, and sideways. Well, now I'm officially, or at least almost officially, on... I don't have to explore the surround... I don't have to explore the surroundings. Just get to Professor Visconti's house. I don't have to explore...
Yes? Who is it?
Is this the house of Professor...
Oh, you must be the young girl that called here yesterday.
Non è a Roma perché non ci sono le buche.
I'll open the door. Hi, darling. I'm Marie. Please put your...
Thanks a lot. Good. Let's get busy. Everything's ready. Here I am, Marie.
I'm making a cake specifically for you.
Oh, you didn't need to go to so much trouble.
I wouldn't be a good housekeeper if I didn't accommodate the professors.
Speaking of which, vent draws in the external air, which... I can't lift. Better not. I can't... The vent.
Beh, noi no, ma lui potrebbe. Vediamo se ci aiuta.
Hey.
Hiya, girl.
Ah, bella. Che bellano, cioè...
I need to focus. Better not. I'm starting to formulate an idea, and connecting it to the vent, I saw the air conditioner would draw in the bad smell, causing the house... I have to convince Beniamino to... That guy is Hey.
Hiya, girl.
I need your...
Holy cow. You blurted out just like that?
Ma ti prego.
Rubber hose.
It sounded...
Ho bisogno del tuo tubo. Oh, e me lo chiedi così? No, intendevo il tubo di gomma. Ah.
Nope.
Te prego.
Make it shine like it's brand... Even though I
really need that hose so I don't waste time.
Come lo convinco?
The muscular guy's car. The muscular guy... Hey.
Hiya, girl.
Are you sure you...
Damn sure. I have to wash the...
See you
Come se
later.
finché non brilla come un diamante. Vediamo se riusciamo. C'è una multa.
Judging by that ticket for...
O se magari in casa c'è qualcosa che lo può aiutare a far brillare la cosa, la macchina.
I have
Sopra non possiamo salire.
Normally I don't... I wonder why they left an adjust...
Se abbiamo raccolto una vaschetta.
I wonder why they left an... Not a... Not a...
Fanno microonde.
This thing saved me from... Basically, these warnings tell us that it... This thing's... Bad things happen to anyone who puts... Better not. This thing saved... This thing saved... Wonderful. Often the new screens don't match the clear image. Wonderful. I wouldn't know what to tell her
In
at
che
the moment.
senso?
It's a high... A book of the... My... She seems pretty transparent.
Vediamo la vaschetta a cosa ci potrebbe servire.
Better not. It has a fab... I can't resist. It looks Aztec. To the touch, it reminds me of the hemp... To the touch, it reminds me of the hemp fiber you... That hair is fantastic, but I really have no reason... Not a great idea. to the touch it. Threatening. An eagle with its eye. I need to focus.
Chiedo come posso aiutarlo con la macchina. Io penso di trovare qualcosa magari che rende la macchina più brillante.
I don't like keeping. I need to focus. It's an aluminum tray.
Forse devo usare le tecniche di lei.
Let's see if I can dig under that heap of muscles.
Ok, allora fischietta, sguardo luminoso, mano in tasca.
Judging by his behavior, I'd say Beniamino is anything but bored. It appeals to many guys. Something, not that I have a car to wash, of course, but if I did, come on, Alice. I need to borrow that hose, but Beniamino won't stop using it while he... And I do believe that stirring up some sort of trouble with his car would be the best way to... That hair is fantastic. Hey.
Hiya.
Are you sure?
Damn
See you
later.
Not a great... I need to I don't think... The musk... I have to convince...
Allora, come gliela rovino l'auto?
Not a great idea. No. I'll take that ticket despite every...
Ok, ho preso la multa. Gliela appiccichiamo nell'auto.
Beniamino doesn't seem to be particularly... I need to focus. Yes, I'll modify the parking. Let's launch the photo. I delete the old plate. Insert that guy's plate number. Perfect. Et voilà.
Ok. Quindi stampiamo la multa
License
nell'auto.
plate matches, but the car is not in a no parking zone. It's well tight. I don't think so. It might be useful. No. can't take it until I find another way to plug the leak. I don't think so. Great. Lars has influenced me more.
Utilizzo i peli come Teflon. Vediamo.
The hair alone won't suffice. I don't think so. I don't think so. I need to focus. The hair alone won't.
Ci vuole qualcos'altro. E cos'altro?
I don't think. A book of the. An eagle with a. Better not. I need to focus. Better not. This thing's sick. Wonderful. Often the new screens don't match. Wonderful. If I could dip that hair in the sticky. I know it may.
I'm sorry, my dear.
But I need
It would damage the proportion.
I get it. I'll manage. Think, Alice. What would Lars...
In effetti.
No, better seek a... Better not.
I'm sorry, my dear.
I'll leave you for now.
Mi serve l'impasto. E come lo prendo? La distraiamo. Facciamo una cosa brutta.
I'm sorry for doing this. I'll set the timer for 30 seconds.
Jesus be praised. What happened to the microwave?
By now the damage...
Alice, dear, I have bad news.
Has something happened?
The microwave suddenly went crazy, and in the attempt to turn it off, I let...
Don't worry, Marie. I would have never It's so Marie, since you...
Go ahead.
Yuck.
Ok.
Thanks a lot.
You're welcome, dear.
Ho fatto un macello, non lo fare a casa di mettere una cosa d'alluminio nel forno a microonde. Proprio squagliato.
A good idea to ruin... Beniamino only... Let's see how our Say, is it...
Who? The Baywatch babe with those two built-in life buoys?
Ma ti prego.
Where'd you see her?
Oh, dang.
Sup, doll?
Look.
What?
It's true. It's right.
What the? How did they find me if I was right here?
They're getting better and better, aren't
A perfect day ruined by a ninja trap lesson. Leave me alone.
Now I should put the other end of the... I know it's not the best time, but I need to ask you a favor.
Come on, I already told you I don't want to.
I know, but could you really refuse to help?
No. That I'll never do. What do you need?
Since you're not using it, could you throw the rubber hose on that?
How do you spend your time? What do you say we... Or my...
Are you afraid?
Alright, you win.
Olè.
What a throw!
Congratulations!
Tutto sommato gli enigmi sono molto facili, sto rientrando nell'ottica come capire, come sbloccarmi.
Nassone 1984. Italian.
Ok, trovato.
The web key is correct. And here's our sulky little... I'm sending Lars a text with the...
Che succede?
What?
È successo qualcosa?
Agile, snappy, reliable, and you should see.
I have to remind you, my son, that lust is one of the 7.
But I was talking about my.
Ah,
Now,
vabbè,
if you'll
fiori.
excuse me, Father, I'll proceed with my sightseeing.
Va bene ragazzi, mi sa che ci fermiamo, dai che è tardi.
Just
Sono
received a
mezzanotte
text
e un
message
quarto
with
e
the
sono
coordinates
abbastanza
for
a
rebuilt this
pezzi.
house. Well, this took longer than expected.
Alice ci ha mandato le coordinate, quindi penso che c'è qualche che si è bloccato. Che è successo? Beh, non mi dire che si è bloccato. No, ti prego, non me lo dite. Minchia, io le odio ste cose. No, non ho salvato. Si è inchiodato. Minchia, bel problema del cacchio. Ma poi cioè, tu guarda che schermata mi ha dato. Cioè, è tornata questa schermata, ma che c'entra? Devo chiudere. Non c'è altra scelta. Sfanculato proprio di brutto. Aspetta, mi dice continua, vediamo. Ah, dai, siamo stati fortunati. Siamo stati molto fortunati.
This thing say... I'm sorry. I'll set the...
Vabbè, c'era un autosalvataggio, dai.
Jesus be praised. What happened to the microwave?
Non si dice le nostre leppe con le belle fortune. Meno male sì.
something. Don't I have. Marie. Go.
Proseguiamo velocemente.
Yuck. Thanks a lot. A good
Comunque ti sta piacendo, Tyra?
Beniamino. Let's see. Say.
Where'd you see her? Sup, what? What? A pearl.
The must.
Ah, buono, mi fa piacere.
Now I
No, anche a me sta piacendo molto. Ripeto, dopo il colpo di scena di oggi mi ha proprio alzato l'asticella.
Are you?
All right. What?
Congratulations.
In tutta la mia esperienza di videogiocatore, una cosa del genere non l'avevo mai vista in un gioco punta e clic.
Nassone.
Allora, pazienza, abbiamo dovuto rifarlo 2 volte, ma l'importante è che abbiamo avuto la possibilità di...
The web key is correct.
Ok.
And here. I'm sent.
Vediamo se magari di nuovo si blocca, ma non penso.
Now, I just received. Well, this took longer than
Era questa animazione che non era partita.
My green dart? Oh, that's absurd.
Ma dai, hanno
That's
messo
to
le
be expected.
ganasce.
No parking sign for bikes?
That's supposed to be a bike? I thought it.
The traffic warden must have. I didn't even get to try the new assisted
Oh, it's a true disaster. You really a hand from someone who knows how to get around?
Okay, I take the hint.
You
Gaia.
yeah. What kind of chance?
Do I
Watch what you're saying.
wait? You mean I should repay your courtesy by helping?
If you succeeded in such a desperate.
Okay, give me time to make. As absurd as it may seem, I found myself thousands of miles. On the other hand, Oliviero seemed like a good guy. I wanted.
Bene, ok, ci possiamo fermare qua. Allora, diciamo che per recuperare la nostra bicicletta, per poter andare lì, dobbiamo aiutare Oliviero a conquistare la bella Gaia. Va bene, ok. Se tutto va bene, lo continuiamo domani. E quindi niente. Bello, 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 mi sta piacendo, veramente. Avevo letto delle belle recensioni, gli avevano dato i ragazzi di Adventure Planet 92 su 100. Ora sto cominciando a capire perché. C'è tanto spessore, mi piace, mi piace, mi piace, mi piace. Ok, un saluto a tutti e grazie di avermi fatto compagnia anche questa sera e una buona notte, sto crollando. Ciao Daira, a presto.
Bye.